Tatyana McFadden has 17 Paralympic medals, but that only tells part of her story.
Being on that podium, I thought, wow, I want to become the best in the world. I want to win all these medals, because if I win all these medals, then I can have a voice, right? So, and I want the Paralympics to be something more than this. I want to educate about the Paralympics in my own country. I want to educate about disability in my own country, and of course globally as well.
I don't believe that there's a person in the world that hasn't had disappointments and failure. The important thing is how to overcome this. The most important is to find what was your mistake in order to become stronger and to not make the same mistakes that you have made in the past. On the other way, if you cannot find the mistake, then you just have to say that this is life. Everything can happen, and we just must go on and do the best again and again and again. But we must become stronger from each failure that we have in our life, and we must appreciate when we succeed. If we do not fail, then we cannot understand the meaning of success.
Our first guest is also the fastest. Double Paralympic 100 metres champion and all-round nice guy, Jonnie Peacock.
There's always these moments in the race. It happens over like a split second. I lose that focus and my brain suddenly realises where I am. And this happens at about 60, 70 metres. And that definitely happened in 2012. So if somebody beats me in Tokyo, no, I'm not just going to hang my spikes up and blade and be like, that's it. I'll definitely be lifting heavier weights, trying to beat them again in Paris.
What I'm trying to do, it's inspired by exactly Paralympic athletes, is to try to focus in the things that I can do and not focus in the things I cannot do or I don't have any control of. I can't, come up with a vaccine. I can't control the spread of the virus, but what I can do certainly is work 24/7 to have the best possible games in Tokyo, of course, if the conditions allow that. What I can do is to try to find opportunities in this crisis. What I can do is try to give support and assurance to the members of the International Paralympic Committee, or even to the athletes themselves.
I've travelled around the world, went to London, I went to Rio, I went to Europe, been all these places where, a local boy from Tasmania, Launceston, who never thought that, who never had anything in life, because people said I had a few learning difficulties, becomes the undisputed champion of the world, It's an awesome feeling, and I was very lucky to be alive. Like a person who had a cord around their neck and nearly died when they're born has done pretty well.
It's very rare, but there are moments in your life where your gut tells you that you are in the right place. That's what I felt for the first time. Right away, I see the potential. I wanted to invest all my energy, all my attention, all my resources, all my life, my time, my skills, in order to master that sport and take it to the highest level that I could.
I learned how to live my life again, and I learned how to enjoy my life so much. If you do something that you really, really love, you are not scared of anything. I see my disability. Every time that I find something impossible, they used to tell me, okay, no, this is impossible. You cannot do that because you have a disability. You cannot do that because you have prosthetics and all. Every time that I find this situation is the moment in which I really enjoy it, because I must do that. Of course I'm gonna do that. That's the moment I just wake up so much and I say, okay guys, I must do that.
The bad things that happen to me are doing good things to others. Maybe that's the reason why I had to go through all this. Maybe I have a mission here. This is important for other people to see my story and to motivate them, and this kind of view helped me to say, okay, I'm here I'm going through this for others, to make others see that things are not so bad as they seem.
Traten de buscar la solución.
Life is too beautiful. We have to enjoy as much as we can with our family.
Lo más posible con la familia.
But another thoroughly impressive display from the teenage Colombian. Serrano claims gold in world record time.
Piensen que la vida.
Think about how short life is.
Hay que trabajar para conseguir todo.
So you have to work hard to achieve all your dreams and never give up.
Y salir adelante sin rendirnos.
Sport perfect my life because sport rebuild my confidence after my accident. You have no choice to decide what happened to you or how people to look at you, but you have the choice what is your attitude to facing those problems or to facing those people who look at you. So it's all your choice. If you look back, then the things goes back. If you look good, the things goes well. So it's all your choices, not others.
Team Ellen Keane has family support, the 21-year-old bronze at the World Championships back in Montreal.
It had to be me. I'm in such a privileged position with my sport that I do get media attention because of my sport, and I have used that to my advantage to kind of get my arm and my body out there because that's what I needed. That's why I got so insecure, because there was nobody like me to compare myself to. So I just want to be that for someone else. Even if it's not like, if they don't have the same arm as me, it's seeing someone different, seeing someone embrace their difference. Being different seems to be in fashion these days, so roll with it.
I love my scars. There's some scars that I'm more uncomfortable with, but there's actually a bunch of scars that I really love. Kind of like art, you know, some of them are just shaped in a weird way or very differently than any other burn scars that I can have on my body, and because they are different, I just learn to love them and find them just really cool.
Something that I really have practiced is really being where I am while I'm there. But if I'm in the parenting role, if I'm with Duke, my goal is to be there with Duke. You make time for what you care most about.
And it's gone long. There are your gold medalists.
I really do believe you can put your mind to absolutely anything and accomplish it. I think it's really helped me in parenting because I do know that Duke can accomplish whatever he would like. Right now, he currently wants to be a robot. And I'm like, dude, you can be a robot. Let's figure it out.
As an athlete, it's really important how you deal with disappointments. It's gonna be a part of your life. You learn from every mistake. So it's really important to not ignore those moments and just keep on going. So you have to really analyze and take something out of it that helps you. It's really a shame when you forget to celebrate and when you forget to enjoy the moments that you actually worked for. And I really, really try that very, very hard to save that positive feeling for later, because it's going to be over someday.
Yeah, it got to the point where I just hated life, and to me there was nothing really to live for, and I did, around the age of 13, foolishly did try to take my own life. And then, took a little while, and even throughout my first little bit through Goalball, I still struggled a lot, but I really do think that sport saved me. One of my biggest or favourite quotes is, "Why try so hard to fit in when you were born to stand out?" And I've loved that ever since. I found that strength to, really just, I suppose, love myself and know I fit in. And there is so much to love about the world.
Never give up. Maybe right now things aren't looking bright and promising, and you think you're going through hell, but trust me, things will be better with time.
In 2019, gold medalist and world champion Péter Pál representing Hungary.
Sometimes you have to fight to succeed, to leave the darkness behind. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because everyone needs help. whether from friends or family, or even professional help. Because even I wouldn't have succeeded without all the help I received.
I'm very happy that I grew up with a mindset of can't is a decision. Because so many people don't realize how amazing it is to have a disability. I know people don't really think about the positive aspects of having a disability, but for me, I focus on the positive aspects because it's a personal challenge. We all have these challenges in our lives, but when you have a personal one, it makes you strive even harder. So every match that I went to, every game I saw wasn't just a race to win. It was a race for who they were as individuals to show.
Everyone can do everything just if he wants. It's difficult, but remember, it's not impossible. Our power, it's not coming from our muscle. It's coming firstly from our mind. So you have to trust yourself, to catch your dreams, do your best.
The new generation is more creative and will come up with much more better ideas to change the world and make people see how they can be treated equally. Maybe even the new generation come up with new and better rights for people to follow. Age doesn't matter because anyone can do anything to change the world, make it a better place for other people to live in.